When people think of flirting, they picture smiles, playful teasing, compliments, or bold moves. But the Sigma female doesn't follow that rulebook. She has her own way. And most of the time, people don't even realize she's flirting until much later. Sigma females are quiet, independent, and private. They don't chase anyone. They don't need attention. And they don't perform to get noticed. That's why their version of flirting feels different. It's subtle. It's slow. It's intentional. And it works. Most people miss the signals because they're not loud. A Sigma female can be standing in the same room, giving you just enough of a look, just enough presence, just enough interest to spark something. But if you're not paying close attention, you'll miss it. She flirts with depth, not noise. With intention, not pressure. Her methods are simple but powerful. She's not looking to collect attention. She's observing, choosing, and moving only when she's sure. In this video, we'll look at 6 quiet but strong ways a Sigma female flirts, and why they work better than the usual games. Way number 1. Subtle eye contact and lingering glances. The Sigma female won't start a conversation with a pickup line. She won't walk up and announce her interest. But you'll feel it. The way she watches. The way she holds eye contact just long enough to stir curiosity, then looks away with calm confidence. She uses her eyes carefully. Not to seduce, but to observe and connect. If she's interested, she'll make eye contact that feels different, calm, clear, steady. It won't be constant, but it will be well-timed. And it will stay in your mind long after. She doesn't stare. She doesn't play games with her gaze. She uses it as a quiet invitation. If you notice her glance and respond with the same energy, she may return it. But if not, she'll move on without a second thought. This kind of flirting is powerful because it's real. There's no forced smile. No overly playful eyes. Just quiet confidence that says, I see you, and it doesn't come with pressure. It comes with mystery. People remember the look of a Sigma female, not because it was bold, but because it was honest. There's a stillness in her gaze that makes others feel seen. And that's often more attractive than anything loud or flashy. She won't give that kind of eye contact to just anyone. So if you've seen it, you've been chosen. Whether you realize it or not. Way number 2. Strategic silence and listening more than speaking. Most people flirt by talking. They use jokes, compliments, or storytelling to win attention. But the Sigma female uses silence. She listens. She watches. And that quiet attention is exactly what draws people in. When she's interested in someone, she doesn't fill the air with noise. She lets the other person speak. She pays close attention to the tone, the words, the meaning behind what's being said. And when she responds, it's clear she wasn't just hearing, she was understanding. This type of presence feels rare. Most people are used to others who wait for their turn to talk. But the Sigma female makes you feel heard. She doesn't rush you. She doesn't interrupt. She makes space, and that space feels magnetic. It's not that she's shy. It's that she chooses her words carefully. And when she does speak, her timing and tone feel deliberate. She may say something simple, but it hits deep because it comes from full attention. This silence is her way of flirting. She's not trying to impress. She's trying to connect. And that connection builds slowly but powerfully. People leave conversations with her feeling seen and curious because she didn't just talk. She created a moment. Her quiet listening becomes the loudest thing in the room. Way number 3. Graceful distance with intentional presence. Sigma females have a calm, distant energy that often gets mistaken for disinterest. But when they flirt, they don't suddenly become loud or overly present. Instead, they use distance on purpose. They stay just close enough to be felt, but far enough to make you wonder. She won't chase you around the room. She won't force conversation. But she'll be where you can see her. She'll linger near your space. She'll pass by at just the right moment. Her timing isn't random. It's deliberate. This flirting style creates tension. You start to wonder if it's a coincidence that she's nearby so often. You start to feel her presence without words. That graceful space she creates is part of the attraction. She makes herself visible, but just barely. And when she does speak or interact, it's meaningful. There's no small talk. No forced laughter. Just a quiet, authentic exchange that feels different from everyone else in the room. She doesn't use this distance to push people away. She uses it to give them a chance to notice, to lean in, to wonder. This method works because it builds intrigue. The Sigma female flirts by not overwhelming you, by letting you come closer on your own. And when you do, it feels earned. Way number 4. Thoughtful action, not words of flattery. The Sigma female rarely flatters. She doesn't hand out compliments just to get a response. Her words are too real for that. But what she does do is act with quiet intention. If she likes you, she'll remember what you said. She'll follow through. She'll do something helpful, thoughtful, or specific that shows she was paying attention. It might be a small gift, a gesture, a message that shows she noticed something others missed. This is how she flirts, through action, not flattery. She makes you feel seen, not by talking about it, but by doing something that proves it. These actions might be subtle. She might bring you something you mentioned once without fanfare. She might support you quietly when you're struggling. She might adjust her schedule just slightly to match yours. Nothing is loud, but it's all intentional. This style of flirting works because it bypasses ego. You're not being seduced with charm. You're being invited into real interest. She's not trying to win you over. She's just showing you that you matter without needing to say it. And because she's selective, those small actions mean a lot. If she didn't care, she wouldn't bother. Way number 5. Challenge through mystery, not drama. The Sigma female doesn't play games, but she is a challenge. Not because she's dramatic or hard to please, but because she doesn't give everything away at once. She holds her energy, her life, her thoughts, and she shares them slowly. This mystery isn't fake. It's not meant to control or confuse. It's just who she is. She reveals herself in layers. If you ask her a deep question, she may give a short answer, not because she's hiding something, but because she doesn't give depth without trust. That creates a challenge. Not a toxic one, but one that draws people in. You want to know more. You feel like there's something under the surface, and the closer you get, the more curious you become. She's not mysterious to be cool. She's just protective of her truth. And that protection makes her energy powerful. It makes others slow down and actually work to connect. She doesn't drop her full story into every conversation. She hints. She pauses. She lets silence speak. And if you're patient, you start to see more. But you have to earn it. That quiet challenge is her way of flirting. She's saying, if you're real, if you're ready, then show me. And most people aren't used to that level of emotional depth. That's why her mystery works, because it's honest. And it makes everything she does reveal feel rare. Way number 6. Vulnerability. When she chooses, rare and meaningful. Most people think flirting is about showing off the best parts of yourself. The Sigma female does the opposite. She keeps her best parts private until she decides someone has earned access. And when she flirts by being vulnerable, it's never random. She won't open up fast. She may go weeks or months just listening, observing, and keeping things light. But the moment she decides to share something real, something personal, it changes the dynamic instantly. That vulnerability is rare, and that's exactly why it hits so hard. It might be a quiet story from her past. It might be an honest fear. It might be a moment where she drops the calm and shows her raw emotion. Whatever it is, it won't feel forced. It'll feel like a gift, because it is. This form of flirting is powerful because it signals trust. The Sigma female doesn't open up for fun. She doesn't need pity. She doesn't need validation. She shares to connect. And when she does, it's deep and real. Most people aren't used to that kind of moment. It doesn't come with fireworks. It comes with eye contact, silence, and the kind of emotional weight that lingers long after the conversation ends. That's her way of saying, I see you, and now I want you to see me. Not everyone gets that from her. And that's exactly why it works. Sigma females don't flirt to be seen. They flirt when they're already interested. And when they do, it looks nothing like what you're used to. They hold eye contact. They stay quiet. They give space. They act with meaning. They leave room for curiosity. And when the moment is right, they open up in a way that stays with you. It works, not because it's loud, but because it's real. Let us know which of these ways you've seen or felt in your own life.